Yeah. All right, this is our 2023 rundown. We decided to pick not necessarily fragrances that were launched in 2023, but fragrances that were launched in our brains, in our worlds, things that we discovered in 2023 that going forward will probably most likely remain favorites. Top 10s. These are all in my top 10 and favorites that I had discovered this year that will be going forward with me. Yeah. Enough said. Should I start?
Yeah.
You want to add anything?
No.
Am I just rambling?
No. I think the Vouv hit me, so I'm just
We are having a little bit of champagne because we have not shot in 6 months.
We celebrated.
And we wanted to celebrate. It's a holiday episode and we had some drinks.
We had a few, but we're about to soak it up.
We had a couple
with
glasses of champagne. It's not that bad.
Yeah, no, we're good.
But it is early in the day, so
we can go harder if we wanted to.
Okay, so I am going to start with my girl Blanche Bête.
She's becoming a cult classic.
Yes,
may I add?
She is. Any place that we go to buy fragrance, all the girls that work there are like, oh yeah, like we all bought this. I remember actually when I first bought it, I was like, I think we had decided to start our podcast and I was already kind of in the motion of like buying a lot at a time.
Yeah.
And I went to the scent bar downtown when I was charging my car and he had given me like a bunch to smell and I almost didn't buy it. And then I was like, wait, I think I need this. Because you know when you're just like, you can become nose blind and you're like, wait, I've smelled too many. Like, I don't even know if I need this anymore. You don't even know
what you're smelling anymore.
But then I like went back and I was like, I need this. He's like, good call. And then I went home and I was like, I can't believe I almost didn't have this. So to me, this is a very interesting fragrance because it is not typically for me something that I would be this in love with because it's not very bold. It is a very soft, musky, lactonic, woody dream.
I do think it's bold.
I don't know. I think it's very soft.
I remembered wearing it and I felt like it was...
It does have a presence. But to me, I think I usually pick maybe amber strong.
You're right. It's very a soft, like...
It's a lactonic, woody, coconut little dream. I think there's tuberose. It's just like... It's gorgeous. It is.
You ever have like somebody in your life? I picture my aunt is so soft-spoken and she doesn't have kids. She loves cats. She's very soft-spoken, super open, like non-judgmental, just like she was like my cool aunt, growing up. But she also has a side to her where she's like, sorry, Micah, but my now fiance, he made a comment about like, yeah, I don't really like cats. And holy crap. Yes. My aunt was like, you know what he said? He said, why would I want an animal that that doesn't obey commands and doesn't listen or like listen to me or does what I want or say? And you know what she said? She goes, well, you can't tell her what to do or say, like
to you.
Talking about me. And he was
that.
like, but she's not a dog. He's like, because he was trying to compare it to dogs. And he's like, but she's not a dog. And my aunt was like, it's so funny though.
I get it.
And she texted me today. She was like, I should have taken a little bit more heed and not react. And I was like, no, girl, like actually, I said I actually liked it because you stood up for cats. And I said, unfortunately, a lot of people don't like cats. So I was like, I needed a little backup. And I said, and you showed your feisty side. This is like her. She's soft-spoken, but she has a side to her that's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Come for me. And you're going to wish you didn't. It's a very distinct smell.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. The reason why it's one of my top favorites is because, again, I think I loved it Like, I love it. It is this musky, milky dream.
Yeah, it is.
But you will never get as many compliments. It's like kind of like surprising because it is, again, when you smell it, you won't expect this to be like the compliment getter. But I have literally had a woman chase me down the street asking me what I was wearing. When I went to Canada, the Uber driver, a man asked me because he wanted it. What's on your tongue?
There's like fur on my tongue. I don't know if it's like cat hair. Sorry. It's making me crazy.
I'm like, what is going on in the corner of my eye? Roberta's picking her tongue.
All right, I'll just let it marinate in there. Go
Anyway,
ahead.
this compliment getter, stunning on all occasions. This is like work event, meeting boyfriend's parents, lunch, date, going shopping. This is kind of like signature scent worthy. You could pretty much wear it anywhere, and I guarantee you'll get at least 2 compliments a day.
My client Wendy, who came to the party that you met, who watches our podcast, she bought that because of you.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yep.
It is beautiful.
Yep.
I don't know why I didn't buy it yet. I think I need to go to Lucky Scent and like...
Yeah, I'm surprised. This is a
the liquid. It's liquid imaginaire, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, what you got?
I really want you to go into Animalique, but I'm going to go into...
Oh, I will. I'm saving it.
Labo, another 13. We talked about this like so many times. It is my all-time favorite. I feel like I'm going to go into 2024 wearing it again. Yeah. So it's like probably going to be on my list for next year. So don't come for me, you haters.
No, it's a good one. It's just a good one.
Haters. Labo is just really, their quality is there. So I don't see any complaints about longevity in terms of another 13, but it is an Embroxen, so it's a skin must. So
you might want to reapply, you might want to whatever, but I don't know.
Shower.
I just think it's sexy. I think it's like this is like
yeah.
It's a 2023, 24, 25, 26. Like you're gonna like it for years.
Go on and on. And I was at the gym and not my trainer, but another trainer that I always say hi to, and he's like the life of the gym. He walked past me one day, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I knew that smell, but I needed to know what he had on because you know how different scents can smell different on people. And he told me it was Labo, and I was like, "Oh my God, I love that you wear it," because it just goes to show you how unisex it is. But it's like when a woman wears it, it exudes like confidence and like a fierceness about her. It's not necessarily feminine, but I feel like I'm a very feminine woman. And when I wear it, it makes me feel more feminine. Yeah. It just makes me feel more empowered, you know? Really, really pretty. Let me see what, I always forget the notes besides the Embroxen. I wonder... Oh, pear.
I was going to say, I think there's pear in the opening.
I love when there's pear in the opening. Citrus and apple, and then the ambret and the moss. There's jasmine. I knew there was jasmine in it. The virility.
Yep.
And ISO E, which is like another Embroxen type thing, and amber something. I don't know. It's all Embroxen stuff that just helps to enhance your body's chemistry and take it to the next level. And like you said, you know how there's some brands that don't, I mean, there's a lot of like notes in this, but they're all like very similar notes. Like all the Embroxens were pretty much the same, so it might as well just use one. But it just feels like a more complex perfume, despite the fact that a lot of their notes are very similar, to one another. So
I think it's quality of ingredients and then how it's blended.
So beautiful composition.
Yeah. Can never go wrong with that one.
I'm going to wear that till I die.
Yeah.
All right. I wish she had more champagne with me. You want to take a sip?
Okay. Pesa Swear. This was actually created in 2021, which I did not know, and I can't believe it took me 2 years to find it. But I love this. This is become one of my top 10, just because it is so delicious, and that's the perfect word to describe it. It's like there's this white floral soft sweetness on your skin, but it's funny but like intriguing because you can't help but like smell this caramelly gourmand
Very
cloud that
gourmand.
you're like in. But when you smell it on your skin, you're like, wait, that's not what I smell, but I can't deny that I smell it all around me. Me and Roberta were at lunch. She bought it first, and she was like, I'm like,
excuse me.
I can't believe you haven't opened it yet. And she opens it and we spray it. And this girl comes over from her table and is like, I'm so sorry, but can you tell me like what you just sprayed? It smells so good. Men love this. This is obviously an easy first date. I mean,
Hitter.
it's Pesa Swear, which is not tonight, which
Oxymoron.
yeah, I love
everything
because
will
it's
go
like,
on.
you're gonna wear that, you're gonna wear this, and it's probably gonna go down.
It's about to go down tonight.
But man, it's just
it's
very
blended.
fun and playful.
Yeah.
And it's just like a very well-rounded female scent because I love that it does have this like woodiness and this floral to it, but it also has that like just that little girl cakey sweetness that all women just can't help but love, even if they want something a little bit more sophisticated and a little bit more grown up.
Yeah.
It's to me, this is just like such a fun feminine addition to my repertoire, and I love just being. It's just like you
know what it is.
You always get compliments.
I feel like Pesa Swear is like your gourmand baccarat.
Yeah,
like it's literally because it also has like all those other dimensions to it, and so it just gives me that vibe, but more gourmandy.
Yep, this is just like definitely more of a summer spring fragrance. But yeah, ever since I found it, it's like I almost stopped wearing it for a little bit just to give my other fragrances like a chance because I really became obsessed with it. Really, so this is one of my top faves from the year. Yep.
So I'm gonna pick one that in the beginning we were really surprised.
Yeah,
we were really surprised because when you hear this is Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. The gelato is where we should have realized it was going to be like more cooler. Yeah. But we thought it was going to be like this creamy pistachio gourmand. And so I think that's what threw us off. But over time, I have really developed an appreciation for it. And I do find myself layering it a lot. I think it's a layerable fragrance. The notes are pistachio gelato, which is where the coolness comes. So it's like kind of like a fresh pistachio, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely not a warm scent. The hazelnut, sweet rum, you would think would be warm, but
then
it doesn't.
The dry down, I think, does have that though, because
some more
like I was telling Roberta, it's funny that
warm.
Yeah, the warmth. I'll find myself wanting to, like, I'll crave the smell and I'll put it on before bed. And then the next morning I'll be like, wait, what did I put on again last night? Like, what's that smell? And I won't realize that it's like that. And it's like, it does have this warmer dry down. All I would say is that it's not, smell it.
I don't think it's as gourmandy though.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's what anyone expects.
No.
But it's also just a pleasant surprise in that way because it is very good.
When you hear pistachio, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy, you think it's going to be like a warm, almost like an ambery type of scent. But it was like this cool pistachio gelato, exactly the name of it, which was very smart and strategic. But I love it. I wear it to the gym. I layer it. Let me go into... What else was I going to say about it? I forgot. Let me see. Uh-oh. I'm in yours. Let me see here. Days of the year. Yeah. So there's people that do think it's gourmandy. I don't think so at all. I almost put this in like the same... What category can I put this in? That's like more fresh.
I don't know. To me, it's like just like a sweet. It is like a sweet, fresh gourmand. I think it's kind of in its own little like thing.
I think of like an Ariana Grande perfume minus the amber, minus the warm notes. Okay. Anyway, really nice.
Okay. I want to go into Animalique, but I'm going to save it for last. My chair makes it sound like I'm farting.
I think you are. You're
No.
just blaming it on the chair.
I'm not. I actually haven't. I've burped a bunch of times, but I haven't farted.
Yo, I've been burping nonstop. It is absolutely crazy.
Okay. So we talked about Paradox earlier. This is intense. This is, I can't believe it's even one of my favorites of the year, but it's like one that I put on maybe at least 2 or 3 times out of the week.
Yeah.
It is everything that Paradox is, but then it's got this warmer gourmand quality to it. And it also has ambroxan in the base. So it has this more, it has all of the like fresh, sexy, sweet-ish kind of notes of the original, but then it has this gourmand, again, similar to Pesa Swear, where there's like almost like when you smell it on your skin, you're not smelling this overt, sweet, baked goodness or whatever, but like there's a cloud of it around you where you're like, wait, there's like, it's like honey, it's like baked goods, it's vanilla, it's sweet, it's super yummy, but then the ambroxan kind of gives it that like punch that ambroxan does with that like similar in Another 13, where it's just like this like sexy, musky punch with the gourmand. So like everything that Paradox is, which is gorgeous. Then you get this like, I bought this for 2 people for Christmas already.
Oh, you
like,
did?
Yeah, because I just feel like it's so wearable.
Yeah.
It's just easy compliment getter. I can't imagine it smelling bad on anyone. It's a great price point. It's just like a kind of like one of those necessaries in your collection. And this one is like great to throw in your bag for the day or whatever, because it kind of smells good no matter where you are, what you're doing, whatever. But also it's like not like a $400 perfume. So you're worried about something happening to it.
So let me challenge you a little bit. So when you hear the word intense, right? Do you feel like it can be a little misleading to the general public when it comes to a perfume that already has like a good throw, that already has like good longevity, and then when it's called intense, because like there's some people that would probably shy away from it, that feel like, well, I don't want it to be too strong. Do you think that that could be like a little misleading?
No.
Okay.
Because I think that I will say that the words intense and exclusive and whatever they kind of want to call it can be used really loosely.
Yeah.
But when you actually look at the definition of the words, it's kind of like, okay, well, I guess you could use that however you want. And it's up to me to figure out if I like that or not. It's not necessarily like intense doesn't mean the same but stronger. And exclusive. You know what I mean? Like when you're actually thinking of what the word means, it's kind of like, I know where my brain goes and that's what I do think and assume. But I think when you like smell it, you're like, okay, like I guess what I would think is maybe they could broaden their vocabulary and use a different word.
Yeah, because in my mind, I think of it like, oh, is it concentrated? Is it going to be more potent? But when you say that it has like the ambroxan, I'm like, oh, that's like more of a skin scent. So I don't think of it as like, oh, it's going to like overwhelm me and I'm going to get a headache. Like I think of it as like, I'm going to bring it to the next level with my own chemistry. And all of the notes that you listed to me don't sound as intense. It just sounds more like warmth to me. Yeah. You know, almost like the way Delina was.
Intense can
be
warmth, I think.
Hotter?
Yeah.
It's like hot. Why don't they just call it hot or warm?
Exactly. They should.
Yeah. Okay. We should like DM Prada Beauty or Prada Fragrance and be like, can you do us a favor and just change it to like
just
warm?
A little bit.
Yeah, because that's the only reason why the exclusive for me the name exclusive wasn't what did it for me. It was really looking at the notes, and I was like, oh, it's probably going to be like, and then I saw people saying that it was more stronger in the, in their comments, but I don't see it that way. I feel like it's just warmer.
Yeah.
So, okay. I love that. And I did try it on and I loved it.
Yeah.
So I need to get that as well and add it to my collection.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Speaking of intense, this one is really.
Oh, I know what you're going to pull up.
You know this one, right?
Careful. I saw that.
Oh my God. I'd have been real upset because
Yep.
I had no liquor left. My nickname used to be Spillums. I used to spill everything. So, Erba Pura, wow. This did a lot for me in 2023. Got me all kinds of trouble. Really love this scent. I think it is, for me, I do think of it as like a very spring, summertime smell. Because it's like kind of tropical to me. Are you tired?
I just yawned because I'm
bored?
drinking. I drink champagne.
Am I boring you? So, don't you think of this as like a tropical, like you want to take this to the beach?
Yeah.
I don't know why I do. I don't know if it's the color.
Everything about it.
Beautiful bottle. The smell. It's very tropical.
It's like a musky tropical.
It's a musky.
Yeah, it's super
my
sexy.
God. Oh.
Can I smell again?
Do you
I forget.
remember? So I got my coworkers hooked on it.
Yeah, I have this.
They
I
bought
can't. This
it.
is actually, again, when I first
They were
started
so
to get
mad at me.
into niche fragrance in 2020. This is one of the ones that I bought.
One of the pros is beastly projection. And
Yeah,
when
it
I
is
tell
beastly.
you,
I think
it is
I think that's a perfect word.
It is beastly. So like one spray, 2 max, and you're good, sis. Don't do it.
No.
Headache will come if you do too much.
Agreed.
Very fruity. The fruits are actual. The middle notes is just fruits.
Just fruits?
Just fruits. Like literally just fruits. Like a gang of fruits.
Okay.
A gang of fruits. So, a gang of fruits. Here we go. Lots of fruits, but the top notes are everything I don't want to smell for a long time, which is orange, bergamot, and lemon. Okay?
Yeah.
Come and go.
But they really have a very small amount in it though, because it really doesn't
even when you spray it, you don't
I would
even
never
smell
think
it.
that's a citrus scent.
Yeah. But then the base notes are white musk, Madagascar, vanilla, and amber. And I mean, it's just such a beautiful. I think I have I took it away. I had my cards here. I had written some stuff on there. But it says 24-hour performance. That's how strong it is.
Yeah.
It is really so it's not gonna, it's definitely a more costly perfume, but it's worth every penny.
Yeah.
You are going to get your worth. I don't want to hear anybody complain about that, it's not long lasting.
Yeah, it wears off. You have to respray. No, this
no
is like
respray.
you'll smell that on your clothes for
The cons
till
are
the
maybe
end of
too
time.
strong if oversprayed.
Yeah.
Offensive scent to some people and overdosing of synthetics. I don't know what synthetic they're talking about, but whatever. I mean, people are crazy. Remember that girl that put those vomit emojis on our page?
Oh, for Erba Pura.
It was for Erba Pura. She didn't understand the hype. And
But you know what? I do actually sort of love when scents are polarizing like that. It usually makes me buy them no matter what. When people are like, oh my God. Like that to me is like the sign of a really good scent.
Yeah, because you either hate me or you love me. You don't ever want to be like, I mean, we talked about safe scents.
It's okay.
But like safe scents are good for gifts, when you know that they are good quality scents, it's fine to be safe. But you're right. When they're polarizing, it's like you either hate me or you love me. You're either going to be all for me, you're going to ride or die.
Yep.
Or you're just not going to be, So Erba Pura is great. I love it. I think it was a hitter for 2023.
I'm so excited to talk about this one.
I cannot wait.
I hope you like it.
To smell
it's powdery.
Well, I love powdery.
So, okay. I am so lucky that I came across this scent. It was my friend's birthday this week. I was going to Nordstrom to look for something for her, and she was like, "Have you smelled Animalique yet?" And I was like, "No," but I saw it got a lot of mixed reviews because I did read up on it when it came out.
Polarizing.
And she was like, "Yeah, but I like it." And then she was looking for something for me, and I just happened to spray it on my wrist, and I was like, "You can grab that for me because I'm taking this." Like it's, and I've decided.
And
it's
take note, it's a big bottle.
Because they only allow the big bottle when it's a new release.
I swear they
until
do that shit on
they have
purpose.
it for like a year until. Of course they do.
They do it on purpose. You're forced.
Yep. She said that. So this one I'm actually gonna spray on me. I love it. So I decided, I was like, oh, perfect, because I'm going back to Canada this week for the holidays, and I usually bring a couple of fragrances with me. And this time I was like, oh, this is the only one I'm gonna bring. To me, this is, so there's like yellow floral, there's violet, there's suede. To me, this is a very suede-y, creamy, powdery skin. Like, this is Animalique. I could picture myself being sweaty, like
I just got
crawling around on the floor in leopard lingerie.
I just got a wave of it over
It's
here.
It's so sexy.
I just got a wave, and I liked the wave. Oh, this is definitely suede-y.
Right. Yeah. But then it really smooths down, and the dry down is actually kind of sweet. It's very addicting.
Expensive.
Yeah, right? It's a rich smelling, it's like a rich bitch. Bergamot, lemon, violet, mimosa, suede, amber, and tobacco leaf. And it is just blended so beautifully, and it is just so
I love when there's violet in there because I know I'm going to get that powder.
Right. And that like lipsticky powder, that like, it's a little rich of a powder, you know?
That is a really good name for it, though.
I
it's
agree.
Like animalistic.
Everybody was saying they were like kind of upset that, like, I keep spraying it. I can't get enough. But they were like, Animalique, I was expecting something animalic, like that piss, that raunchy.
I
that
don't want
like
to smell like that.
But there are some that have that are good, I will say.
Like which
it doesn't
one?
smell like piss, but like there's like that one I had on a couple episodes before.
The one that you didn't like and it turned
No,
later?
I liked it.
Oh.
It's Corrigan.
Oh, Corrigan. I was about to say Corrigan. Yeah.
That one has like a piss smell in it. When I was in Paris,
I was surprised
I took a perfume class.
Okay, can I tell you which ones I was surprised you didn't put on here?
Which one?
Petalia.
Yeah. I almost put that one.
Corrigan. And hold on, there was another one. Oh, Mula Mula.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised.
I love Mula Mula, but it's not like, to me, I think why I picked these scents is because they're just very striking and assured compliment getters. To me, when I wear them, they evoke something in my spirit that like feels like who I want to be, what I want to be, what I want to put out there. Mula Mula is great. It's just like, it's like a sweet, sexy, fun. To me, these are more unique.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going after, more unique.
Yeah. Got one more?
I got one more, and it's Tutu by Gritti. And you know what's so funny is when I smelt it, I loved it immediately, but I didn't buy it because in my head I was like, oh, it's just like very feminine and girly. And like in my mind, I thought that I could probably find this type of a scent in like a less expensive version. But then when you got it and I smelt it again, I was like, I'm such a dumbass for not buying it, because I started to really, it is very feminine and it's very girly.
You know what surprises me about this one is the musk, though.
I think that's
like,
why.
I think I felt the exact same way. I think I originally bought it just because it was pretty, and it was like, oh, this is such a pretty bottle, and it's like smells like sweet tarts, and it's so cute.
Yeah.
But then I remember wearing it to the gym one day, and I walked outside, and I was like, where the fuck did this musk come from? This is sexy as fuck.
So it's always about, the base is so important when it comes to these types of scents. But yeah, you like, honestly, I should have bought Tutu Blanc a long time ago.
I want that one too.
I think we should both
neither
get
of us
it.
have got it.
We should get it.
Yeah.
We should do like a review, maybe like a comparison of the two. But yeah, I just love everything about it. I think, but like I think of Gritti Tutu.
You're like, I tried to keep. I tried not to laugh, but
I know.
But just, I sat here like, hold it back, and then I just couldn't.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Yo. Shit. Anyway.
Okay,
good.
so we had to take a break because we cracking our asses up over here. So I think of Tutu almost. I think of it as it's almost like in the same category as Erba. It can be like sickeningly too sweet if you overspray. The muskiness too. So you have to be really careful of overspraying it. I only sprayed it twice the other day. This is why I should not have drank all this champagne.
Oh my goodness.
Lord have mercy. So I only did 2 sprays, and then I got in an Uber immediately right after I sprayed it. And the girl was like, "You smell so good." So I know she got like that. She got the opening. She got the middle. She got it all, you know. And then later on, it was fine. But initially, and I get car sick.
Oh, me too.
Oh, so I was in the back seat and I tried to just focus. Usually being on my phone makes it worse. But I was actually just like looking at one thing on my phone. And I was just kind of like this. You know, and I get very antisocial and quiet when I'm in the car because it is hard for me to make it from destination point A to point B without feeling like I'm going to, you know, toss all my cookies. Yeah. And at the very moment, this didn't help because I had sprayed too and it was like really, but then throughout the night, it was fine. I went out to eat. I didn't smell it on me. It was cool. Yeah. It was good. But yeah, definitely. You know, everybody that so many people complain about like how long it lasts and stuff. Then get this, okay, and stop complaining. Just buy this, buy Erba Pura, buy Labo another 13. And at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to smell it on yourself. If you smell it on yourself, it's not a good sign because then you might actually make yourself sick. Yeah, and you overspray. Yeah, you know. But I love how feminine it is. Same. It's very.
So pretty.
I actually think it could have been part of like the gift giving for like another female, you know, that, you know, is like a girly girl and like sweet scents, you know. I think it's beautiful. Yeah.
That muskiness does give it like another, again, like a personalized touch because it like, it's just a special you thing that it brings out, you know?
Absolutely. Let me see if, what did I do here? Oh. Coconut, the top notes are coconut, apple, grapefruit, cassis. Middle notes are heliotrope, jasmine, and rose. And the base notes, it's rare that we see like a fruit in the base notes, but it has raspberry and musk.
We love raspberry.
And vanilla and amber. So it's a fruity, vanilla, sweet, powdery, musky coconut rose.
So yes, these are our favorites of the year, not necessarily just for 2023. These are amazing discoveries that we want to bring forward in our life with us. Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers. You don't have any more left, mine, but I'm going to drink the rest.
All right.
And on that note,
can't wait to do 2024 with y'all. We got a lot to come.
We're so happy to be back. Thank you. Thank you for following.